देखा हमने पाया शिव भोला भगवान।
कितना मीठा कितना प्यारा शिव भोला भगवान। शिव भोला भगवान।
इस पुरानी दुनिया की राज्यसभा का हालचाल तो अच्छी तरह से जानते, न लॉ है न ऑर्डर है, लेकिन आपकी राज दरबार लॉफुल भी है और सदा हाजी जी हाजिर इस ऑर्डर में चलती है। क्या कहेंगे, हाँ या ना? यहाँ बोलो हाँ जी या ना जी। कभी कभी अपना खेल तो नहीं दिखाती, जितना जितना राज्य अधिकारी शक्तिशाली है उतना राज्य सहयोगी कर्मचारी भी सदैव सदा इशारे से चलते। राज्य अधिकारी ने ऑर्डर दिया, ये नहीं सुनना है, नहीं करना है, नहीं बोलना है। सेकंड में इशारे पर मान कार्य, ऐसे नहीं कि आपने ऑर्डर किया नहीं देखो और वो देख करके फिर माफी आके ले ले, मेरे से गलती हो गई। करने के बाद सोचे उसको क्या कहेंगे, समझदार साथी कहेंगे। मन को ऑर्डर दिया कि व्यर्थ नहीं सोचो, सेकंड में फुल स्टॉप, तो 2 सेकंड नहीं लगने चाहिए। इसको कहा जाता है युक्ति युक्त राज्य दरबार। ऐसे राज्य अधिकारी बने हो, रोज अपने राज दरबार लगाते हो कि जब याद आता है तब ऑर्डर देते हो। बाप दादा का याद प्यार स्वीकारो।
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals inculcate the power of being fearless and make your stage unshakable, immovable, and constant. Nature can never influence yogi souls, and the most elevated souls following the highest code of conduct. Brahmin souls are souls following the highest code of conduct. Nature is a server of the souls following the highest code of conduct. The masters can never be influenced by their servers. Become yogi and experiment with yoga and these 5 vices, which are like poisonous snakes for others, will become a garland around your neck. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 30. Zeal and enthusiasm, the flying stage. Brahmin life means every moment is spent with enthusiasm. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Is everyone well? Okay? Yes? Everyone. That's very good. It's Baba's blessings, right? To remain okay. What about, Baba is asking about our royal court. Do you call your court regularly or sometimes? How many of you call every day? Let me see hands. No? Many are not raising hands. That's okay now. You can do it from today, right? Whatever we are not able to do, we couldn't do. So you can start today. Because I know that it's a very, very common question all Baba's children ask, how to keep my chart. So Baba has said today that self-sovereignty means you have your all workers, companions under law and order. And the atmosphere within your kingdom should be of Hanji. Because 3 important qualities. One is obedience. Obedience doesn't mean that you are subservient to anyone, but obedience is from the respect. Like Dadis, whenever they told us something to do, so we were obedient and we say, yes, Dadi. But also internally knowing that when we are saying yes, then automatically the power also has been given to us. Saying yes brings a lot of power. I know most of you are in Gyan many, many years, but my experience in 60 years, I found saying yes has brought so many gifts. Even not knowing many things how to do. But Dadi Janki, she will say, you can do it. I said, but I have never done. I don't know anything about this. She said, you say yes and then you think. When you say, see how the things happen. And honestly, everything I learned was by just saying yes. You might be wondering, because I always feel that this obedience of saying yes is bringing lot of blessings. And then second important quality is to be faithful. And that's also a very important quality for yourself, whatever I understand. But anyone who had been faithful, it's like long-term, consistent relationship get formed. I had been with many souls for years working together. So when someone is faithful, there is trust. And when there is trust, then you start kind of getting that responsibility or honor also. And then also there are two things. One is what is right to do, you do it, being obedient, but also even if you have to decide and do, there will be trust because you will decide based on whether it's policy, guidelines, or maryadas. Baba talks a lot about Shrimad because if intellect doesn't have habit to follow Shrimad, there will always be opinions, so many opinions, right? But when I trust, I am faithful, then I will follow Baba Shrimad. We had been sharing that one of our sister here, USA, is not too well, so whole day we had been spending on listening to doctors, listening to opinions, listening to what should be our next step to help. So ultimately we say, let's see what Baba has to say. So if I keep faithful listening to Baba, that amazing kind of power which Baba gives us, the blessings which Baba gives us. And third quality is ever ready. Everything is possible, right? If we have to remain willingness to do. So all these qualities help us to maintain very beautiful energy within the self where there is a lot of enthusiasm. Actually, every moment I have to do something, I get to do something. When you do it, you are creative, you have good experience, you are just feeling kind of some attainments. So your enthusiasm will keep increasing, right? Because courage, I think, is what the Janki used to tell us, that every step we take in Brahmin life needs courage. And when there is courage, what comes from Baba? Baba's help. How many of you experience Baba's help all the time? Everyone. That's really great. But some still complain that I needed more help, or this could have happened, that could have happened. Mm. So what is lacking? Something in Baba's help or something in me? Mm. Because I need to have, I always say that last test will be even little bit leakage, little bit of less percentage in our faith in Baba, even little bit. And I think we have to, that's where subtle checking is very important. I always say that maybe it's the last moment that help is coming, last moment. That means I need to have that 100% trust that it will happen. So in the end, when I've said towards the end, there will be many, many different kinds of very subtle tests which come. And those tests will be basically about our faith in Baba or faith in drama. Because, Baba had been talking a lot about the upheavals could happen from the nature elements. But we know internally that I have created such loving, good relationship with all the elements. Right? And that is where Baba is talking about royal court. That means every, whether it is any kind of sense organ or mind or intellect, it's not only just following Maryadas, but also serving. Every, with hands we do karma yoga, with our eyes we give very, very loving God's love we share through our drishti. God's love. It's a very common saying, I love you, but I always say, God loves you. Because it's God's love which I'm sharing through drishti will have power, right? Otherwise, there could be attachment. That's what happened, no, in Lokik world. They look at each other, oh, we love each other. When we looked at each other, we fell in love. But our love is God's love, so it's very pure and bestowing and healing, so many attainments. So whatever, any element I'm using to serve. So what will nature do to us? Will serve. I remember we have family from Mexico sitting here. Once I was there and there was some IP program. And I don't know full story, but it's like we got in the boat and we were going somewhere for, excursion or whatever. And it started drizzling, little rain. So those who were in the boat, Sister Mohini, can you tell clouds to stop raining? Mm. I said, let's all do it together. Mm. And some or other, we just said, please stop. And it did stop, I still remember that. Mm. Because the way we requested, the way we spoke to nature. Mm. So it's never going to hurt you. It's never going to harm you in any way. So looking at how every moment of confluence age, there is something new to do, something deeper, subtle. So that creativity and that new experiences create a lot of enthusiasm, and also helping each other. Everyone likes, they say, oh, we like to be in a Vyakti Parivar. I said, why? Because everyone is enthusiastic, right? You all have fixed your window, right? Nobody wants to move from there. Do anyone do reservation for whole year? You have reserved for 2 years. So this energy, which is awake, which is creative, loving, creates a lot of enthusiasm. Excitement is different. Some people get very excited, or enthusiasm, a little difference in both. But enthusiasm is where Baba said the feeling of festivity. I always say confluence says being with Baba and the world family, how happy we should be, right? And how the beautiful thoughts, unlimited thoughts come in the mind to do something elevated, anything. The thought come, let's share with the family, let's do with the family. And most auspicious age, being with God and all the pure souls. There won't be that fortune in any other age. Even in golden age, we all will be in our palaces. Yes, we will meet in the evening like a Vyakti Parivar, have something social together. But still, the joy of confluence age. You remember when we went to Madhuban, Dadi Prakashpani used to get so happy to see us, right? So of course she will give good points and good class, but then she asks, what do you all want to eat, right? I still remember her image of love and kind of enthusiasm she had. Because when there is enthusiasm, it inspires others, it awakens their energy too. And that's why Dadi Janki in the end, she used to laugh so much, right? Remember last time she was in Peace Village? This is her room actually, where she used to meet. But like her, and looking at her, meeting her used to create lot of enthusiasm. And at this time, it is most important, so that no one, because of any reason, is not content or happy, or help everyone. Their enthusiasm can also increase. So festivity, celebrating. I remember many times suddenly some people come and say, oh, today is my birthday. Say, oh, if you would have told us before, we could have made a cake for you. But then whatever we have, quickly we create a cake. They feel so happy, right? So celebrate, have festivity, love. So this enthusiasm definitely sustains the family. Yeah, but you are in the Zoom, we cannot offer you anything, right? We had picnic today. we cannot offer those who are on Zoom, right? It's only when you come we can be together. So anyway, it's lovely. There are some also from Spanish countries sitting here, different places. So maintain your enthusiasm and be very, very happy. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Awake the Journey, gift from God. Pearls of wisdom from Dadi Gulsarji.
Om Shanti.
हृदय को मोह कर हम सबके तुम चली गई अंबर के पार।
तो निश्चय बुद्धि के पीछे कौन सा शब्द आता है? विजयी। है? तो सदा विजयी है। बाबा ने एक बारी बहुत अच्छा पूछा था प्रश्न, तो अपने को सभी निश्चय बुद्धि तो कहते हैं, लेकिन निश्चय बुद्धि की निशानी क्या है? विजयी। तो विजयी कभी बनते हैं कभी नहीं बनते, इसका कारण तो निश्चय में कुछ तो कमी होगी ना। तो बाबा ने कहा देखो निश्चय में 4 बातें देखो। कोई भी चीज टाइट की जाती है ना, तो उसके लिए क्या किया जाता है? 4 ही कोनों में टाइट किया जाता है। एक भी कोना अगर ढीला हो जाता है ना, तो चीज टूट जाती है। तो बाबा ने कहा कि निश्चय बुद्धि 4 बातों में चेक करो। वो कौन सी है? आपको बुद्धि में तो आ गई होंगी। हा? पहले बाबा कहता है बाप में निश्चय। हा? पहला तो बाप में निश्चय होगा, उसके बाद अपने में निश्चय होगा। अपने में वो निश्चय पक्का होना चाहिए, मैं कौन। एक बारी बाबा ने बहुत अच्छा बोला था, तो आप बच्चे जब याद करते हो तो मैं आत्मा हूँ। हाँ, ये तो चलते फिरते भी पाठ पक्का है ना, मैं आत्मा हूँ। तो बाबा ने कहा सिर्फ आत्मा नहीं याद करो, लेकिन आत्मा के साथ नशा तब चढ़ेगा जब कौन सी आत्मा हूं। आत्मा तो सब है, लेकिन हम कौन सी आत्मा है? उसमें क्या याद आएगा? सारे सोमान की लिस्ट। सोमान की लिस्ट कितनी लंबी है सबके पास सोमान की लिस्ट। और रोज अगर सोमान भिन्न भिन्न आप चेंज करते जाओ ना, तो बहुत मजा आएगा। क्योंकि एक चीज बार बार यूज करो ना, तो थोड़ा फर्क आ जाता है। और भिन्न भिन्न करो तो एक नशा ही और होता है। तो स्वमान की लिस्ट सारी जो भी हमारी बाबा ने शुरू से दी है, वो स्वमान भी बाबा ने कहा याद करो। मैं ये आत्मा हूँ, मैं स्पेशल आत्मा हूँ। हाँ, हम डायरेक्ट परमात्मा के पैदा हुए बच्चे हैं ना, तो ये भी स्वमान है ना। तो ऐसे कोई भी विश्व कल्याणकारी है, उदाहरण है, उदाहरण है, कई स्वमान है। तो बाबा ने कहा सिर्फ आत्मा नहीं याद करो, लेकिन आत्मा के साथ अपने स्वमान भी याद करो, तो मजा आएगा और रमणीकता थोड़ी हो जाती है। आत्मा सिर्फ तो बिंदी है, बिंदी कभी खिसक भी जाती है ना, लेकिन कौन सी आत्मा हूँ उसमें नशा चढ़ जाता। मैं ऐसी आत्मा हूँ, बाबा ने ऐसा बनाया है, तो नशा आता है। और तीसरी बात है, एक बाबा, एक अपने में, और तीसरा क्या है? हाँ, ड्रामा में। ड्रामा का जरा भी ड्रामा भूल जाता है तो नेचुरली है विजय नहीं होती। कोई भी बात अचानक हो जाती है तो ड्रामा एक ढाल है। जैसे लड़ाई में जाते हैं ना, तो भाई लग नहीं जाए कुछ तीर या वो, तो ढाल रखते हैं अपने आगे। तो ड्रामा हमारे लिए एक ढाल है, उसको भी जरूर हमको निश्चय में पक्का होना है। बाबा जैसे कहते हैं, क्या बड़ी बात है, ये तो कलब कलब किया है, क्या सोच रहे हो? कोई भी बड़ी बात है भाई, ये तो मेरे से बड़ी है बहुत बात। लेकिन बाबा कहते हैं बड़ी तब लगती है जब ड्रामा याद नहीं। हम कितने बार कितने कल्प विजयी बने हैं, अनगिनत बार है ना। तो अनगिनत बार की हुई बात मुश्किल लगती है क्या? वैसे भी कहते हैं ना, बहुत इजी लगती है, तो क्या कहते हैं कि मेरे हाथ से तो निकली हुई है ये बात। तो एक बार निकल जाती है हाथ से तो दोबारा फिर मुश्किल नहीं लगता। तो ड्रामा, और चौथा क्या है? परिवार। परिवार में भी निश्चय पक्के चाहिए। अगर परिवार की कोई भी बात देख करके, सुन करके और थोड़ा हिल जाते हैं, क्योंकि परिवार के संगठन में ये होता है, तो परिवार में भी अगर थोड़ा नीचे ऊपर हो गई, कोई बात ऐसे सुनी, ऐसे होता है क्या, ये तो सोचा ही नहीं था कि ऐसे भी होता है, गया, हाँ, फेल होगा ना। तो परिवार संगठन है। कहीं कहते हैं ना, बाबा मिला ये तो बहुत अच्छा, बाबा को जानना, बाबा ज्ञान को जानना अच्छा है, लेकिन संगठन में चलना थोड़ा मुश्किल है। लेकिन संगठन का निश्चय, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ और धर्मों में फर्क है। हमारा राज भी है, धर्म भी है, राज भी है। उन्हों का सिर्फ धर्म स्थापन होता है। तो राज्य में सब चाहिए ना, प्रजा भी चाहिए, दास दासियां भी चाहिए, सब चाहिए ना। तो परिवार में तो सब कुछ होगा। जिसको देख के डगमग होते हैं ना, थोड़ा ये भी होता है, ये होता है क्या, ये तो ज्ञान नहीं कहता है, ये कैसे हो रहा है। तो थोड़ा भी संकल्प मात्र भी आया तो निश्चय नहीं हुआ ना, थोड़ा मिक्स हो गया ना, तो विजय नहीं होती। इसीलिए बाबा कहते हैं, चारी कोने ठीक रीति से पैक करो।
हमारे दिल में बाबा, बाबा के दिल में हम, आपकी ये शिक्षा हमें दिल से है स्वीकार।
Today we have our Vyakti angel who will be sharing, and tomorrow is a very special day because we will be doing this transition from one to another series. So please be with us tomorrow, so you know what exactly we are doing, right? So for now, I would like to invite our Avekti team angel. We have today Pando, Brother Ranjan, and Sister Sarah. So let's hear the experience from them. Welcome, angels.
Om Shanti Mohini Didi, Om Shanti Bhumi Didi, and Om Shanti dear Avyakti Parivar. And Om Shanti and welcome to our angel brother Rajan. And as you heard, we are already at the end of the month of Zeal and enthusiasm. And today Baba said in his Murli that he has come to fulfill all of our pure desires. So today I told Baba that, Baba, even though it's our last day of this practice this month, my pure wish for myself and for all of us here is to really maintain that constant feeling of zeal and enthusiasm every single day until the last day of our Brahmin life. So I'm sure Baba will fulfill that for all of us. And of course, we have Brother Rajan with us, who is actually Baba's young child. I personally see Brother Rajan every single morning on our Zoom Worldly class here in Toronto. And I can honestly say that he's there every single day, ever ready, so eager to listen to Baba's Murli, so enthusiastic. And I don't think he has missed one day since he has become Baba's child. So it's definitely inspiring to see the effort that he's making and how Baba is making him fly with so much zeal and enthusiasm. So Brother Rajan, we are very much looking forward to hearing from you tonight. And so as you know, can you tell us how has your journey been as an Avyakti team participant and an Avyakti team member?
Thank you, Sister Sarah, for your kind introduction. Yes, true. I have never missed a Morally class, as well as whenever I get an opportunity, I do go to the Toronto Center to listen to in-person Morally too. But before that, I'd like to thank Baba for giving me this opportunity to share my experience. At the same time, thank Mohini Didi as well as the Avyakti Parivar team for allowing me to share my experience as a team member as well as a participant. But before I share my experience, I'd like to talk briefly about how I started this journey, because you just mentioned that I am a new baby in the Brahma Kumaris. Yes, it's true, because that's very interesting, because you mentioned whenever I was listening to the Avyakti Parivar team, like they used to talk about March 27, 2020, and the last 2 years and all, how they have, how they got participated in this Avyakti Parivar, as well as how they have gained with this COVID thing. To tell the truth, like when it came to March 2020, I have never heard about Avyakti Parivar, even Avyakti Parivar, not even Brahma Kumaris. The very first time I heard about Brahma Kumaris was in December 2020. That too, when I stumbled into a video of Sister Shivani, and that made my life change, and I did a 180-degree change. How? Because I was a meat eater 7 days a week and take social drinks. I stopped everything instantly. I didn't want to say, okay, I will stop 2 days, 1 day. No, instantly I stopped it. And I attended my very first the BK 7-day course in January of 2021. And there was no turning back. And then I started listening to Avyakti Parivar, never missed anything. And I used to eagerly wait for Saturdays to listen to the Eric Bai's chit chat with Mohini Didi. That was amazing. The reason was because Eric Bai will ask the candid questions from Mohini Didi, and the way amazing the way she will answer fearlessly and confidently. She will laugh at some of the questions. I don't know if you can remember, like she will laugh it off and say, okay, this is the answer. And some of the questions are very tricky. And she the God has given her some wealth of knowledge to answer any question, and people learn a lot from her. And I have learned a lot from listening to Mohini Didi's Avyakti Parivar classes too. Then when it comes to the Baba, although I'm only 1 year and 5 months in Gyan, Baba has given me an opportunity to visit Peace Village, and I'm here right now doing Seva. And then not only that, and this is, I would consider this as part of the drama. That's why Baba has given me this opportunity to be here. And I had the opportunity or the fortune, I would consider, to meet Mohini Didi in person and take distri from her also yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. It was very nice, and I will cherish that memories also. Now, coming to the being a participant, now as a participant, I have learned all these things, as well as being a team member. About 2 months ago, I became a team member, part of the recording team member. Now, the thing that I admired about the team was the way they cooperate each other and in harmony. And anytime every day, like we discuss about, okay, somebody needs some help, we will help that person. And that was, I would say that all the 8 powers Baba is talk about, we use all those 8 powers, and especially the power to accommodate, power to tolerate, and power to discern. These powers are used on a daily basis with our team. So these are some of the things that I cherish on this thing. And when you're talking about the Brahma Kumaris thing, there's something that I cherish most is I try to apply is the Baba talks about that has given every one of us some specialty, like each one of us has a specialty. There's nobody is missed out on this. But for us to think that I have that specialty, that can lead to arrogance, me lead to arrogance, and then is kind of a waste. It's a waste, and that we become impure. And the moment the impurity comes in, you know what happens next, right? Our stage becomes low. So that is something I have learned, and I try to cherish, and like I try to practice that. I don't, I'm no one like Baba's child. That's about it. I don't have anything. I'm not a specialist. That's what I learned through the journey. That's my experience as a participant, as well as a team member.
Thank you so much, brother. That's wonderful. And I can see Baba is really holding your hand, and these are your childhood days. So definitely enjoy them and never forget them. And thank you so much for coming. Would you like to read tomorrow's homework for us?
Yeah, do you want me to today's the homework also?
Oh yes, very briefly, if you can share how your experience was with that.
Yes. So the homework question was about the form of a point as well as the double light. As a form of point, like yesterday, Mohini Didi was talking about the point. It has so many meanings. The very first meaning she was talking about, it could be a point, like it could be a morally point. It could be anything that any conclusion of a sentence, you can have a point, a full stop, or you may have some waste thought coming and putting a full stop too. And at the same time, in one of the Muralis, Baba always talked about 3 points, 3 dots. First dot is I'm a soul. Every time when you get up in the morning, so every day when I get up in the morning, so and as a practice, and especially today, because yesterday's homework was about the point, I kept a point. I'm a soul. Second point was my Supreme Father is a soul, and Shiv Baba is a soul, and I'll keep another point. The third point is everything that has happened is happening, has happened in the past, and it has to happen, and it is going to happen. and I will be victorious. And I'll keep another point. And this way, and I have no worries about it, and keep a three points. This is what I practice. It's interesting. Back home, when I try to do this, and the Maya will come in. Here, I used to call Maya, please come. And she never want to look at me even. Not even, I don't know why this place has so much of power. Maya is out of bounds, I think she doesn't have visa to come in, I would say. So that was as far as the point is concerned. And the second point was about the double light. Double light is, this is not me, it's not my task. This is Baba's task. This is the God task, and I'm only an instrument. So I practiced this, and because I was doing Seva here, and they used to ask me to clean things and do things, and I will do, irrespective of what it is, I will do it, and there was no issue for me. Like I will tirelessly, I will do it. And as a matter of fact, they asked me to barbecue, and I did barbecuing for all the guests. I consider saying, this is Baba, sir, it's all yours, your guests, your children, help me out. And I had no issue completing the task. So this is how I practice this today, and the Baba's homework, at a point as well as a double light.
That's so wonderful, brother. Yes, I can see, Baba says last so fast so first. And I think you're in the line for that. You're in the race for that. So keep going, keep flying with zeal and enthusiasm, and never stop.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Would you like to read the homework slide for us for tomorrow?
Yes, sure. Zeal and enthusiasm, the flying stage. Brahmin life means every moment is spent with enthusiasm. Every moment of Brahmin life is a moment of festivity. So you have to celebrate a festival, remain enthusiastic, and give enthusiasm to others. Where there is enthusiasm, no one can move those souls away from that enthusiasm, no matter what type of obstacle comes in front of them. So in Brahmin life, every moment is a festivity. That is, every moment is spent with enthusiasm. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.